Hey guys, it's me, Tiffany. Sorry I haven't posted in a couple of weeks. I've been moving. I know 2 weeks is not a huge deal, but I only post once a week, so it feels like a while. I'm in a new house. Like I said, I moved, and this will be fixed soon. Hopefully, I won't be whited out so much. I got a new camera, I got some lights, and I think the combination of it's just making me look extra pale. I am a very pale person, but I'm not literally the color of paper. And I know my phone kind of whited me out a little bit too because I would use natural lighting. So hopefully this will get fixed soon, or I'm just going to have to rock looking extra pale. So let's get to it. Which book has been on your shelf the longest? If you mean the book I originally bought, or in theory, those are two different answers. In theory, it's probably Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, but the original copy I have is no longer with us. It got destroyed. It was a used copy when I got it, and the pages just started falling out. It was everywhere. It was a paperback, flimsy one, and I eventually replaced it with a hardback. So technically, that's probably on my shelf the longest, but if you're talking about the original book that I got, probably Crank by Ellen Hopkins. I've gotten rid of most books I've owned, but I've kept that one. I love that book. And it's the exact same copy I got when I was like 12 or 13. I can't remember which age, but it's the same one. So I don't know. It's one of those two. Which is your current read, your last read, or your next read? I finished a book today, so I don't really have a current read, and I don't know which book I'll pick up for the next read. I could give you a list. So I finished Hero of Ages, which is the third book in the first era of the Mistborn trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. This is my first read through of them. I am late with Brandon Sanderson, and I do want to make a short video on the first era trilogy as a whole, so I won't get to it too deep here. Okay, so the next read, Wonder Love, is due at the library in 2 days, and it's like a 300-page book, so I'm probably going to read that tomorrow, or at least if I'm responsible, because I can't renew it right now, so I'd have to return it and renew it in like a week or two. What book did everyone like but you hated? I don't want to keep saying It by Stephen King, but that's always like the answer I think of. What book do you keep telling yourself to read but probably won't? I don't like the idea of saying probably won't, because there have been times I've put off books for years and I actually picked them up later. Probably Clockwork Angel, maybe, by Cassandra Clare. Cassandra Clare's just not on my high priority list, but everybody keeps telling me how good that Clockwork trilogy is. But I have like a feeling about her, so I keep telling myself to put it on the list, but I never get around to it. And I keep putting Cruel Prince on hold on Libby, but then putting it on hold for like 180 days, and I just don't ever redeem it. I always end up canceling it, then like redoing it because I keep pushing it off. So, acknowledgements: waste of paper and ink, or interesting aside. I don't ever read them, and I don't ever read the intros or the notes in the beginning. Which character would you trade places with? I don't know. There's nobody I'd really want to trade places with. Do you have a book that reminds you of a certain moment in your life? A person, place, or time? Yes, I do. Okay, so I've mentioned J.K. Rowling before with the Harry Potter series. I don't support her, but Harry Potter has been an aspect in my life, so pretending that doesn't exist would just be lying. I mean, in my other videos, you can see my Dobby tattoo, and I just want to say that I don't support her, but pretending Harry Potter had no aspect in my life would be a lie. So I just want to throw that out there, since this is going to be like the second time I've answered with a Harry Potter thing. I just wanted to put that out there. Which book has been with you in the most places? I don't know. Probably any book that's on my phone. Any required reading you hated in school that wasn't so bad a few years later. I don't know if I really changed my mind heavily on something. I didn't really like To Kill a Mockingbird when I read it in the 9th grade, but there's To be honest, I just didn't get the full impact of it. And anytime somebody requires me to read something, that puts like it down like 2 stars typically, except for Night and Frankenstein. Those are like and I guess Kite Runner. But like, even then, Kite Runner wasn't as beautiful of a book to me back when I was 17 as it is now. Used or brand new? Alright, so it depends on how much I'm paying. Like, if it's a new book that's recent-ish and it still only saves you like $2 or $3, sometimes I'll just go ahead and buy it new for the sake of it. Or if there's a good sell, but I don't buy a ton of books. And when I do, they're like Ellen Hopkins books, honestly. Like, she's like the only person like I instantly like pre-order. And I mean, I still have like the Harry Potter books, and those were instant pre-orders. But most things I don't mind waiting till they're used, and for the most part I use the library. So I guess that answers your question. But the few books that I have bought, I liked good condition used copies. That's probably the best answer if I'm going to buy something. Have you ever read a Dan Brown book? No, I never read the Da Vinci Code, and I don't know what else he wrote. Have you ever seen a movie that you liked more than the book? So this answer is actually the same as the blog I'm reading. I like the Lord of the Rings movies more than I like the book, but I'm going to add another one to the list. I like the Walk to Remember movie more than I like the book. Like, they're really different. Like, one's set more up like at Christmas time, you know, like the book is, from what I remember. But I like the movie better. Like, I just have no interest in like going back and reading the book. To be honest, that's just me. Have you read a book that has made you hungry? Yes, A Fire on High. Who is a person whose book advice you'll always take? I don't know her in real life. She's not a YouTuber that I'm aware of. There is a Russian girl that I follow on Goodreads, and she does write her reviews in English. I don't know if she moved out of Russia. She still lives in Russia, but I know on a few books that I've read where there was a Russian character, she mentions something about being Russian. Most of the time, my book opinions fall really in line with hers, and she does read more than me. And most of the books I'll look into reading, she has read, and they've been pretty on par. Like, I look at the number ratings now, then I'll read it later after I write my review, and usually we might be a star different. Like, I might give it a 3, she give it a 4, or vice versa. But hers has been pretty solid, so if I see that she's read it, I kind of take her word for it, but I don't know her. I've never talked to her. It's kind of weird. Okay, that was the last question. So sorry if this got a little bit rambly, and I don't know if I answered this right. If there's anything you would like to see me like talk about, list or something of that nature, or maybe a topic within books, definitely let me know, and I will see you later.